Well, hey, would you looky here? It's a random wild Jigglypuff, and it's level 7. And I'm starting this episode off in a completely different location than I did the last episode. That's because I want to catch one of these guys, and I don't have anything that can hit this without killing it. So we're just going to have to hope and say, yes, we got it. Now, Jigglypuff will not actually be a member of my team, and we will not be nicknaming it. So, you see here, this is Jigglypuff, and it's a little balloon that's filled with song, and if you look at it, it reminds you vaguely of Elvis, and then it makes you tired, and you fall asleep because Elvis makes you tired, and you fall asleep. And no, we're not going to be giving it a nickname. No, it's not going to be appearing in the sidebar, but it will be useful later. And also, one thing I should make amends to, in the last episode, I said right here is the transition to Route 4, and that there's no encounters on Route 4. There is encounters on Route 4, but there is a separate section of Route 4 that actually has grass, because there's no grass here at all. So there's no place for you to encounter those Pokemon on the sidebars, but there is later, because there's two halves to Route 4. Now I will meet you. Oh wait, I have one more thing to make amend for that I completely forgot about in the last episode. And it relates to what I just did for Jigglypuff, because I did not give Nidoking a random Pokedex thing, and I also don't know, I don't need to heal twice. I don't know what I'm going to do for it. Let's do that. No, not Pokemon. Okay, let's see here. Where are we? There we go. Nidoking. Well, you see here, Nidoking is the trail Pokemon, and he weighs 4 feet and has 137 pounds of height. And he uses his tail to smash it into himself, and then maybe sometimes enemies. But you never can be too careful, because if you had a tail that big, you might just wind up slapping yourself in the face with it. I have no comment. I'll be back in the middle of Mount Moon. Okay, now back to this ladder where we left off in the last episode before I teleported out of the cave into the Pokemon Center. Because now we get to go down this last long ladder and continue traveling along here. This is a rare Pokemon. This is Clefairy. They're very similar to Jigglypuff. We've fought one of these before. I don't exactly need to explain it. They're fairly rare, though. They only have a certain percent encounter rate. I think it's like 1% on the top floor. But we're not on the top floor. So the sidebar will tell you the encounter rate because I cannot remember it off the top of my head. Either way, it's dead. And Soroka grew to level 19 during that fight. So let us continue our trek to this bottom floor and make our way. I don't think there's anything up there, so I'm just going to come down here and fight this guy. Now, I am a little bit afraid of this guy because he has a level 16 Raticate. He's the guy I mentioned in the last part, if you can remember back that far. And it's a little scary because things pretty tough for this point in the game because they actually downgraded it both in Yellow and in the remakes so that it was a Rattata, because you normally don't face Raticates for a while. So, I opened with Avery here. This is probably going to be one of our first actually tough battles, unless Avery comes through with his critical hits like always and just is able... Because he has an attack. He's not going to show it off. I was worried over this battle for absolutely no reason. But he has an attack called Super Fang or Hyper Fang that does a lot of damage for this point in the game. And it's not exactly something you want to be facing. But we got through it without a scratch. These encounter rates are really high. But let's keep moving on through to the end of the cave, because we're not that far now. We went through most of it in the last episode. But this stretch here is a little bit long, and at the end of this stretch here, we have another rocket that we have to face. So I'm just going to leave Avery out for this one, because I don't feel like switching. Avery is also now officially behind Soroka in levels. So, let's fight him. I don't remember what he has. He has a Rattata. Nothing we haven't seen before. Avery, you should be able to take this thing down in one hit. Especially if you get one of your ever-famous criticals. As I call it. Boom! Avery grew to level 19. And is now on par with Soroka. And the stupid little Zubat, Avery, you can take this thing out just as easily. And one shot. Oh, it hangs on. Oh, and he didn't confuse Avery. Good. I was thinking he was going to confuse Avery, and we didn't. We don't want Avery to be confused, because then Avery's going to hurt himself. Okay, the rocket is done for, and there's a hidden item over this way. Not the random encounter. Actually, you know what? I think I'm actually going to leave this in because I want to try to catch one of these. Because it can be useful, because they can learn something later that we'll get into in a few parts now. Probably not this episode or the next one, but that might kill it. Avery, don't kill it. Avery killed it. If I find another one, I might catch it. I'm not going to worry about it, though. And, yeah, there we go. We have another moonstone. Now, just for the lulz. Now, as I was going to say before I get interrupted by that Zubat, just for the lulz, I want to use that on the Jigglypuff we caught earlier. Just to get another evolution in the Dex, because there's a point coming up. We have a little while before we get to it. It's pretty much required that you get 10 Pokemon caught, quote unquote caught in your Pokedex, which means you have obtained them fully. So as you can see, I've caught 2 Pokemon, but it says we've owned 7. I guess owned, and that gives them the little Pokeball, and you can see all of their data. Because if we look at something that I haven't caught, like a Pidgey, and you try to go to its data, you just get a bunch of question marks, and you can't tell how many pounds it weighs. But as you can see with our normal data from the Wigglytuff here, it shows all of its data. So Wigglytuff is the balloon Pokemon, and that spike of hair in the middle makes it look ever more like Elvis, and when you listen to its music, you'll be thinking about Elvis the entire time. It will make you so tired of Elvis that you'll suck in the air and inflate yourself to an enormous size, just like your Wigglytuff. Anyway, moving along here, there is a super nerd here guarding 2 of the fossils. I've not been talked about that plot yet, but supposedly this guy found 2 fossils, and Team Rocket wants both of them, and he also wants both of them. And we're just going to come in here. I just want to get through. I couldn't care about the fossils, contrary to what most of the internet thinks about one of the fossils these days. I'm referencing Twitch Plays Pokemon, if you're unsure, and the Helix fossil. And just because of that, I'm tempted to go for the Dome fossil, just to be a traitor to everyone on the internet. Also, we're fighting a Voltorb now, and we just fought a Grimer while I was ranting on there. We fought Voltorbs before. What am I doing? We haven't fought Grimers yet. Grimers are poison types, just like Avery. Well, Avery also now has a ground subtype too. And I think I mentioned this in the last part, but he doesn't have any electric attacks. But if he did, it would be great to keep Avery out, because Avery has an immunity to electricity. Because there is an extra thing associated with types. It's quite a bit rarer, but there are immunities. Certain types are completely unaffected by other types. And we'll see them as we go along. Because generally, flying Pokemon also aren't affected by ground types. And normal and ghosts don't affect each other, they trade it. And I think that's about it. In the first generation, at least. Not a whole lot. What do we have here? The internet is gonna kill me. No! We're going with the Dome Fossil, because I don't care. None of you are going to stop me. We are going with the Dome Fossil, and we are leaving, getting out of here, because the end of the cave is just ahead. Now, this character, please move. Thank you. Okay. Get out. Abort mission. Exit the cave. And we're out. So this is the other section of Route 4. As I mentioned before, you can kind of see over the wall, just barely. That's actually where the other end of the route is. So, there is grass on this section of the route. I think there's also items somewhere, probably hidden. I'm not going to sit here and search for 40 minutes for items. And then there's the grass with all of the other Pokemon that you see listed there now. Ooh, what do we have here? TMO4, I want to say that's Whirlwind. Let's see if I'm right. And if I am, it's pretty impressive. Yeah, it is Whirlwind. Okay, I remember that. Whirlwind is basically useless. It allows you to switch out with another Pokemon in your party, or it makes your opponent either switch out if it's a trainer battle or ends a random encounter. So it's not really useful because you still have to face the Pokemon anyway. I mean, it's useful kind of in multiplayer if you want to play that way, but not useful at all for single player. You might as well just sell the TM and get the Pokemon for it. Anyway, while I was ranting on, we've made it to Cerulean City, which is the fourth city in the game. Also, the second gym we can tackle is right here. Now, I don't have anything that's super effective on this gym, because Soroka resists it a little bit, and Avery now has a weakness to it, because I evolved him a little bit early, and I should have waited a little bit. In all honesty, should have waited. But Soroka can power through this, methinks. Avery might actually do a little bit better of a job. But, yeah, you know what? I am going to switch to Avery. Avery is going to tackle this, and we're just going to hope Avery doesn't die. But Soroka at least can defend, because Soroka doesn't have that much not that many powerful attacks that aren't water, because he's pretty much stuck with tackle. But Avery does have some nice normal type moves that can do more damage, hopefully, than the double effective attacks on my ground type. Yeah, Bubble, okay. Avery, you can survive this. Yeah, see, it's super effective, but Avery still is doing about twice the amount of damage. Oh, it had to hang on with 1 HP. And tackle it, Avery. Nice. Avery grew to level 20. Avery's going to want every level he can get before we do this. Shelder, no. We'll keep Avery out here. And we'll go for more horn attacks, because we don't really have that much better. Because Poison Sting is actually really low in power. It's not that good of an attack, but it does have the extra effect where it can poison. Shelter is just withdrawing. They're more defensive Pokemon. Also, if I haven't made it clear, because I jumped around the point, but I haven't directly said it, this is a Water-type gym. We're fighting swimmers and Water-type Pokemon. So, be prepared for that. That's why Soroka exists. Or resists, not exists. That's why Avery is weak to the type. Also, one of the junior trainer females are in here. I think this is the first time. No, we've seen them in the caves. What am I talking about? I am losing all of my memory today, apparently. Anyway, Avery, just keep horn attacking this Goldeen. Hope it goes down quickly. Goldeens can be a little bit powerful. That's Peck. Peck is a flying type attack. For whatever reason, Goldeen has it. It's not something I'm going to question. But just know it's actually a flying type attack, so that can be a little odd. I overwhelmed you? Oh, did I? Okay. I'm going to go here real quick and be right back. And we're going to try Misty. No promises that we'll win, but we're going to try her. Alright guys, let's do it. Gym leader battle. Number 2. Let's hope we can do this, because I'm not that sure, but we can do it. Yeah, what am I saying? Of course we can do it. We can't lose. We're just that awesome. And she wants to do an all-out offensive with Water-type Pokemon. Well, I might wind up having to do the same if Avery takes as much damage as I'm fearing him to do. So she's sending out a Staryu first, which is a brand new Pokemon that we haven't seen yet. Staryus are just pure water types. Its moves are in the sidebar, so I hope you're ready. She does have the next powerful water attack called Bubble Beam, I believe, on both of her Pokemon. She's using water attack on me, which is doing about a third of my health. Not that devastating, because we still managed to take it out. And then next up is Staryu's evolution, Starmie, as Avery also grows to level 21. And Starmie, I believe, gets a Psychic subtype, but I want confirmation from the sidebars on this one. So Avery's level has put him at the same level as the Starmie. That's going to do a lot of damage. Avery manages to survive just barely to get off some hits. She might use an X item on this. I'm going to just try another... No, she's going to go for the kill. Alright, so it's up to Soroka now. Soroka, you can do this, Soroka. We gotta have something in here. Alright, so Soroka can use Water Gun or he can use Tackle, but I'm gonna say that Tackle is probably the best option. Oh, yeah, she's going for the defense now. That's what I was afraid of. Okay. Yeah, see now we're probably gonna want to switch to Water Gun. Because at least we have the same type attack bonus. Did she just miss with Water Gun? Because that would be another instance of the 99.6 glitch. Also, this is gonna be a struggle. We're probably going to be sitting here for a little while mashing this button. Maybe we'll have to use a potion. Especially if she keeps doing that. Also, X Defend only works on physical defense, which is why it's probably more effective to be doing special attacks here. Also, I do have that Jigglypuff, which I can switch to if I need a free turn or something. Because she'll probably take out the Jigglypuff in one shot. And I might do it this turn real quick, and then try to go heal. Or it's a Wigglytuff now. Okay, you know what? We'll try it. We'll see what happens. If it actually survives, that would be pretty awesome. But I doubt that it's going to. Yep, nope, figured. Critical hit on top of it. Alright, back to Soroka. I'm going to try to heal Soroka now. I still have potions. Yeah, I have 5. Okay. Good. Good. We can win this. Nice miss with the tackle. Do I want to try? No, we're just gonna stick to Water Gun. Let's not change the thing now. We can still do this. We have 5 potions on us. I don't even care that I'm spamming items. She used an item. I'm not actually spamming items. I only used 1. If we could get a critical, that would also be really good. But our critical hit dude is down. All right, I need to heal this round now for sure. Yeah, as the beeping would indicate. Heal away! Alright. Yeah, we've basically got this. Heal again this round if I don't kill it. Other than that, you know what? No heal. You know what? Just full out Leroy Jenkins all over this. Game, set, match. And there's the critical that we could have used a little while ago. As Soroka takes it for us, grows to level 20, and takes our second gym battle. Alright. As, well, I said that and then looked at the screen, and she said the same exact thing. So we got the Cascade badge. Now we can get traded Pokemon to obey me up to level 30. And we can cut down bushes. And we get TM11, which I believe is the Bubble Beam attack that I mentioned before. And if it is, that's going straight on Soroka. Yeah, it is. Alright. Because it is more powerful. Wow. Avery and Wigglytuff can learn this? Well, I want it on Soroka, of course. Soroka can't learn more than 4 moves, but we're going to make room by deleting Bubble. And then I'll switch the things with Select next time we're in a battle. Because now we don't have the chance of lowering speed, but it's worth it because of the more power. So I'm not really going to worry about it. And we're going to head up to the Pokemon Center and heal. Alright, now I know this episode's a little bit short, but I'm getting pretty close to wanting to call this here. So I have a few more things to show off real quick. As if you go through this dude's house, he has a back door over here. And then somewhere in this backyard, I don't remember exactly where, but if you look around enough, you will find yourself... eventually. There we are, a hidden rare candy. So you should have a, what is that, our 3rd or 2nd one? Yeah, we have 2 rare candies now. So, you know, save those as I mentioned before, but now we have a couple of them. I'm actually going to go put those in storage in a little bit. There is one thing I want to point out real quick in this city, though, is that below this guy there's a bicycle shop right here. Now, he wants a million Pokédollars more than your inventory can actually hold. But we'll figure out exactly how to get the equivalent of that much money in a little bit. So if you want to actually learn how to store items in the PC real quick, just go over to the PC, go to Nick's PC, or, well, it'll say whatever you named your character, unless your name is Nick or you are really following along with the LP. And just go to deposit item here, and we can put some of this stuff away, like TMs I usually put in the storage unit. Yeah, there's a TM. We'll put the rare candies away, because I never use those until later. That ether is worth saving for like the final boss of the game. the dome fossil because it's not useful until very late in the game. Put the rest of the TMs away. But that's about gonna do it for today. And yeah, we got a lot done. We made it through Mount Moon. We got our second gym leader battle. And in the next part, we're gonna be taking on something called Nugget Bridge, and maybe possibly an old friend. We'll see in just a little while. Oh, and we're also gonna catch our first legendary. No, I'm not joking. See you guys later.